My name is David, a 20-year-old boy living in Melbourne, Australia with my parents, Violet and Christopher. One day, I had an incredible experience. Unexpectedly, I found myself wearing girls' clothes and fully dressed as a girl. This happened in a completely unexpected situation during an office tour to Singapore with my colleagues. I work in a software development company in Melbourne and have been with the company for 2 years. I'm not very close to my colleagues because I prefer to keep to myself. However, our office organizes annual tours to Singapore for the best contributors, and this time, I was chosen to go. Out of the 4 selected members, I was the only male, the other 3 were girls. Our tour was scheduled to start the following Monday, so over the weekend, I was busy preparing for it. I made sure everything was in order. On Monday morning, I woke up early and got ready to leave for the airport. When I went to the living room, I found my parents waiting for me. "Son, did you pack everything?" my mother asked. "Yes, Mother," I replied. I heard the honk of the vehicle I had booked to take me to the airport. "Take care and enjoy, my son," my mother and father wished me as I left. I left home and headed to the airport. It took about half an hour to reach there. When I arrived, I found that the other 3 girls were already waiting. They greeted me, and we got ready for our flight. After nearly 9 hours in the air, we finally reached Singapore. We booked a cab to take us to our hotel. While waiting for the cab, I received a call from my mother. "Son, your clothing bag is still at home. You forgot it in your bedroom. You brought your old backpack instead," Mom said. "Oh my God," I replied, feeling helpless. "I will arrange something to fix this. I'll call you later, Mom," I said before ending the call. "What happened, David?" Nora asked. "I accidentally swapped my clothing bag with my old backpack at home. So I brought the wrong bag here," I explained. "Don't worry about it. We'll help you out," Amelia reassured me, putting my mind at ease. All 3 girls promised to help me resolve my clothing issue. After a few minutes, we reached our hotel within 15 minutes. I got a single room, while the other 3 girls shared a triple-bed single room. "David, let's go to our room first to unpack, and then we'll come to your room to help with your clothing problem. You go ahead and wait for us in your room," Nora said. We went to our respective rooms and arranged our belongings. After a few minutes, there was a knock on my door. I opened it to find Nora and the other 2 girls standing there. I welcomed them into my room. "We could buy some clothes for David," Sophie suggested as a solution to my clothing issue. "But we can't go shopping right now. You'll have to manage for tonight," Nora said. "I don't have any clothes except for what I'm wearing. I can't wear these clothes for the night," I replied to Nora, feeling a bit worried. "I have a proposal. It's not a normal one. I'll lend you my nightdress for tonight," Nora unexpectedly suggested, surprising all of us. I didn't say anything, but Amelia and Sophie quickly accepted Nora's offer. Finally, I agreed to wear it for the night. "David, you stay in your room. We'll bring dinner for you," Nora said before they left. After they left, Nora returned to my room with a pretty nightdress. She handed it to me with a reassuring smile. "Don't worry or feel shy about wearing this ladies' nightdress. We'll keep it a secret. Go wash up and put on this smooth nightdress," she said gently. I agreed with her, and after she left my room, I took a bath and put on the nightdress. It was my first time wearing girls' clothes. The fabric was soft, and it smelled feminine. When I looked at myself in the mirror, I saw a short-haired girl reflected back at me. Shaving my facial hair completely and having thin body hair gave me a more feminine appearance. Wearing ladies' clothes was a new experience for me. Lost in thought about this experience, I heard the doorbell ring, along with Nora's voice. I opened the door for Nora and the other 2 girls. "You don't look bad in my nightdress," Nora said with a smile after seeing me. Amelia and Sophie also agreed with Nora's comment. I shyly smiled in response. They brought dinner for us, and we had our meal in my room while chatting. After dinner, the girls left my room, and I went to bed, wearing a nightdress for the very first time in my life. We were all exhausted from the long flight, and I fell into a deep sleep within a few minutes. The next morning, I woke up hoping to enjoy our tour, but I was greeted by bad weather conditions surrounding our hotel. There was a storm brewing. I called Nora, Good morning, Nora, I greeted her. Good morning, David, Nora replied. There's a storm, I said, feeling upset. Yes, David, there's a warning. They've informed everyone to stay indoors and not venture outside. So, we'll have to stay in our hotel, Nora explained the situation. What should we do today? I asked. We'll come to your room after we get ready, Nora said after our telephone conversation ended. I quickly washed up and waited for the other girls to arrive. After a few minutes, Nora and the others came to my room with our breakfast. Nora, how am I supposed to buy clothes today? We can't go shopping, and I can't stay cooped up in this room. It's boring, I explained my predicament. David, we understand your situation. Today, we don't have any other option. And you'll have to wear our clothes again, Nora said, and the other two girls agreed with her proposal. Nora, are you out of your mind? I can't go outside wearing latest clothes, I said, feeling angry. David, calm down and try to understand the situation. Let's have breakfast first, Nora said calmly. I have a free size frock. I'll bring it for you to wear now, Sophie said, and she left the room, returning with a pretty short frock. Sophie handed me her frock, and I went to the bathroom to bathe. Then, I reluctantly put on Sophie's frock and stepped back into the bedroom, feeling shy. Wearing latest clothes in front of the girls made me even more uncomfortable. However, I couldn't deny the smooth and feminine smell emanating from the frock. When I approached the girls, I noticed they were watching me carefully, which made me feel even more uneasy. David, you look good, Amelia finally broke the silence. We started our breakfast while chatting. After we finished eating, Nora suggested dressing me up as a girl so we could leave the room and enjoy the beauty of the hotel. At first, I rejected her proposal, but after she explained the situation, I finally agreed. I handed over my male clothes from yesterday to the hotel's laundry service. After making my decision, Nora went to her room to bring the items needed for my transformation process. I waited for Nora with excitement bubbling inside me. After a few minutes, Nora returned with her makeup box, a bra, panties, underskirt, and stockings. David, shall we start? Nora asked. Nervously, I stepped toward Nora, feeling a mix of nerves and excitement. I noticed the excited expressions on Amelia and Sophie's faces. David, remove your frock and wear this panty. Then come back, Nora instructed, handing me a pretty pink lacy panty. I went to the bathroom and put on the panty and underskirt. It felt incredibly soft compared to my male underwear, and I savored the feeling. After putting on the panty, I shyly returned to the bedroom, feeling a bit sweaty from the excitement. The three girls watched me carefully, but they never made me feel uncomfortable. Instead, they always supported me, creating a sense of comfort. Don't be shy, dear, just relax, Sophie tried to reassure me. I approached Nora, and she handed me a pretty padded bra. Nora, I can't wear a bra because I have no experience, I said with a smile. Nora came over and helped me put on the bra. Then, she filled the bra cups with stockings, giving me the perfect breast shape. After that, I put on Sophie's frock that I had worn previously. You look cute in the frock, Amelia commented on my initial beauty. Yes, Amelia, he looks cute in the frock. We can enhance his beauty with makeup, Nora said as she began the makeup process. I could smell the feminine scent of the makeup products. After a few minutes, Nora showed off her makeup skills, giving me a cute girl look. She then styled my short hair into a simple hairstyle, adding to my feminine appearance. Now we have to find shoes for our new lady, Nora said. All three girls gave me their shoes to try on, and Nora's shoes closely fit my foot size. We were all surprised by how girlish I looked. After completing my transformation, I had an amazing feminine look. We all admired my new beauty, and Nora, Amelia, and Sophie appreciated my appearance. David, we can step out of this room now. This is the most beautiful hotel in Singapore, Nora said, hoping for a positive response from me. Is it possible to go out like this? I asked Nora. It's possible, don't worry about your appearance. No one will recognize you as a boy, and we'll protect you from any trouble. Trust us, Nora reassured me, and the other girls agreed with her words. With Nora's words and the support of the other girls, I gained confidence. Finally, I agreed to go out with them. With a mix of shyness and fear, I stepped out of the room, feeling unsure about going out as a crossdresser. However, Nora's encouragement helped calm my nerves. First, we went to the hotel lobby. As we reached the lobby, I noticed a few people there. I couldn't help but wonder if they would recognize me as a crossdresser. Seeing my concern, Nora told me to relax. We admired the beauty of the hotel, and after a few minutes, I gradually began to relax. We visited every beautiful place inside the hotel and then headed to the buffet area for lunch. Nora coached me on how to get food as a girl and gave me some important tips for acting like one. With Nora's guidance, I managed to get food as a girl. At first, it was difficult to act like a girl, but after a few minutes, I started to get the hang of it. We enjoyed our lunch, having lovely feminine chats. After lunch, we returned to the room. What do you think about today's experience? It seems like you enjoyed your girl life, Nora said with a smile. It was a wonderful experience for me. At first, I was shy, but with your support, I started to feel normal. I never imagined that I would dress as a girl and go out in public like this, I explained my feelings. David, don't remove your makeup and clothes until dinner. We're going to visit the hotel restaurant for dinner, Nora said. The girls left my room and went to theirs for some rest. I started watching TV and reflecting on today's experience. Time passed quickly, and the clock showed 7:30 p.m. I heard Nora's voice from the main door, and I welcomed the girls into my room. David, there's good news. The weather conditions are returning to normal. We can go outside starting tomorrow and enjoy our tour, Nora said. That's good news. I can buy some clothes, I said, hoping to buy new clothes for myself. Are you going to buy male clothes or female clothes? Sophie asked with a laugh, and all the girls joined in. I think you don't need to buy new clothes. You can manage for the next day with our clothes. Don't waste your money, Nora said with a serious tone. After thinking it over, I agreed with Nora's suggestion. We planned our next day and then headed to the restaurant for dinner. After enjoying our meal, we spent some time admiring the beauty of the hotel at night. I realized that no one recognized me as a boy, which made me feel relaxed and at ease. We spent nearly an hour enjoying the beauty of the night, and then we returned to our respective rooms. I removed my frock and other underwear, went to the bathroom, and washed off my makeup. After a refreshing bath, I put on my nightdress and went to bed, reminiscing about the day's experiences and looking forward to the adventures of the next day. After a few minutes, I drifted into a deep sleep. The next morning, I woke up feeling refreshed. I went to the bathroom, completely shaved my facial hair, and took a refreshing bath, eagerly awaiting Nora and the other girls. After a few minutes, they came to my room. Good morning, girls, I welcomed them. Good morning, David, they replied. David, I brought a new frock for you. Can I start your transformation now? Nora asked, handing over a pretty pink panty, a padded bra, an underskirt, and the new frock. I went to the bathroom, removed my nightdress, and put on the panty and underskirt before returning to the room. Nora helped me put on the bra, and then she filled the bra cups with stockings, giving me attractive fake breasts. Next, I put on the new frock, and Nora started applying makeup, finishing within a few minutes. I slipped on the heels, and Sophie went to her room to fetch a small handbag. David, put your phone and purse in this handbag, Sophie said, handing it to me. After my transformation was complete, we were ready to start our journey. Let's go, girls, Nora led the way. Feeling only a little shy and nervous, we stepped into the hotel lobby and waited for our taxi. Our first stop was Universal Studios. It was an amazing experience for me to visit such a crowded place as a crossdresser. We took lots of pictures, and I requested that they not be published. I never expected to dress as a girl and spend the entire day in public. Initially, I wasn't interested in crossdressing, but now I enjoyed the beauty of it. Dressing as a girl in public gave me a cool feeling. We spent the day exploring different beautiful places in Singapore. Finally, we returned to our hotel at midnight and went to our respective rooms. When we returned to my room, I received my male clothes after they had been cleaned. Our flight was scheduled for 3:30 a.m. the next morning, so we were busy preparing. I removed the latest clothes and makeup, took a fresh bath, and then returned to my room to wear my regular male clothes. Putting on my male clothes, I noticed the difference in smoothness between male and female clothes. After a few minutes, Nora, Amelia, and Sophie came to my room. "David, you are very handsome as a male and very pretty as a girl. You're so lucky. I know this tour will be the most wonderful tour of your life," Nora said. Amelia and Sophie also agreed with Nora's words. "Yes, Nora, this has been the most wonderful experience of my life. I'm really grateful to you, Amelia, and Sophie for your lovely support as friends. I truly enjoyed this tour, more than I had hoped. Thank you again," I said with love and happiness. "We also really enjoyed this tour with you, and we had a wonderful experience with your cross-dressing adventure. We're happy to have spent those days with you," Sophie expressed her gratitude. We left the hotel for the airport. I looked back at the hotel until it disappeared from view, knowing it was a remarkable place in my life. After a few minutes, we reached the airport and got ready for our flight. I settled into my seat on the plane, reminiscing about my unexpected journey as a crossdresser. Those memories filled me with a cool and happy feeling. During the flight, I couldn't help but think about the adventures of the previous days. I knew I had truly enjoyed that tour. After nearly 9 hours of flying, we arrived back in our homeland. We gathered at the airport exit. I want to thank Nora, Amelia, and Sophie for their wonderful friendship. I really enjoyed this tour. I expressed my gratitude to them. We also had remarkable days with you, Nora said. Nora, Amelia, and Sophie promised to keep my cross-dressing journey a big secret. Finally, we all hugged and headed to our respective homes, hoping to meet again on the next office day. I returned to my home and saw my mother and father waiting for me. "How was your tour? How did you manage without your clothing bag?" Mother asked. "It was amazing, Mom. I really enjoyed my tour. I made amazing friends with Nora, Amelia, and Sophie. This tour will be the most remarkable event in my life," I said with a happy mood. "How did you manage without your clothes bag?" Mother asked again. "That was actually the reason for the amazing tour," I said with a smile. "I can't understand," Father said, looking confused. "Yes, I also don't understand what you mean," Mother said. I proceeded to explain the whole story to my mother and father. They were surprised after hearing my story. I showed them the photos of me dressed as a girl. My father and mother were astonished by my appearance as a girl, but my mother seemed especially happy about it. "You look like me, David," Mother said emotionally. After sharing my story, my mother and father were happy about my new experience and my happiness. Those days of the tour became the most wonderful days of my life, and Nora, Amelia, and Sophie became my best friends. I spent my time at the office much happier than before. After that cross-dressing experience, I didn't try on any girls' clothes or makeup again. My cross-dressing journey became a secret event in my life. This is my story, and I'm really happy to have had the chance to dress as a girl and go out in public as one.